welcome to this guided havening technique meditation to help calm the anxiety and stress response to past or present situations or memories. The havening technique of putting your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right shoulder and rubbing the sides of your arms mimics what caregivers would give a child that's in distress. It promotes a state of calm and it releases calming neurotransmitters. And even if you did not receive this kind of caregiving in your past, it still promotes a state of calm. And by doing this technique while visualizing a calm place, we're creating a distraction which helps move the stressful, thought or stressful situation from being an active memory, which is then triggering our fear center, which is the amygdala. Before and after this technique, I'm going to ask you to rate your emotional response on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being minimal or maybe no stress response or anxiety response or emotional response, and then 10 being like the extreme, like the highest level of emotional response. So if you found that after the first time doing this technique, maybe you started at like, let's say a 9, or maybe you're at a 10, and then you do it once and you realize, okay, it kind of calmed me down to like a 7. Do this multiple times. Like in doing it multiple times, we really want to try to get that number down to a 1. Ideally, that would be great, to go from heightened stress response down to a 1. I know that my personal experience with this havening technique, I recently found this. This is something that I stumbled upon, I think just like a month or 2 ago, and trying to remember the name, Paul McKenna was who I learned this from, and it shocked me so much. I did not realize that there was a technique out there that could literally take, when I was experiencing this extreme emotional response to a situation that I was in that I couldn't really leave, which was causing the emotional response, right? And it was a 10. It was definitely a 10. And just by going through this really quick technique with him, and it was only like I think his was just a couple minutes long, I found that like my 10 went down to like a 3 after the first time. So this might help one time, it might like drastically lower it, or if it's like very extreme and a very ingrained looping kind of emotional response, you might do this a few times and then realize that, okay, after a few times you're now feeling really calm and it's not affecting you the same. And what this technique is doing is it is desensitizing and breaking up this memory or situation free from that fear anxiety loop. So once it's free, once it's broken up, you find that you have a lot more calm. You are not in that constant looping. Okay, so right now I want you to think of the situation that's causing this emotional turmoil, and I want you to rate it on a 1 to 10. So give it a rating right now. And for this next section, I kind of need to use both my hands. So I'm just gonna, the volume might go down a little bit. This microphone isn't wonderful. So bear with me. But now what I want you to do is I'm going to take your right hand and put it on your left shoulder, and your left hand and put it on your right shoulder. And now the entire time that we're doing this, I want you to just rub up and down from your shoulder down to your elbows. Just keep doing that the entire time that we are going through this this guided meditation part. And let's begin by closing our eyes if you feel safe doing so. If not, just pick a point across the room that isn't mentally distracting. And I want you to visualize yourself entering a beautiful forest, and take a deep breath in through your nose, letting the air fill your belly, and hold it for a second at the top, and as you exhale, just relax your entire body while continuing to rub your arms. And now just visualize yourself stepping out onto the soft trail of grass. The weather is beautiful. You feel the gentle warmth of the sun on your skin. And as you walk down this path, I want you to notice the plants around you. Taking in the flowers and the trees. And notice how you feel like you're just floating as you're slowly walking through this forest. And take in the scent of the air and the birds singing and the sound that the wind makes as it's blowing through the leaves. And taking another deep breath in, and as you exhale, just relax. And as you continue down this path, I'm going to count to 20. And just keep stroking your arms and visualizing yourself walking down this path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now I want you to recall a memory of a time where you felt very happy. This can be any memory from any time in your past. And as you recall the situation, really feel into the happiness you felt. Visualize yourself there now, feeling all the good feelings, the laughter, the safety, the happiness. Really relive this experience now. Really allow yourself to feel into it like you're there, back in that experience. I want you to take that feeling, that wonderful feeling, I want you to feel it go through your body, through your hands, into your arms, up into your head, and down your back, into your legs, and out your toes. Just feel how good this feels. And now as you slowly come back into the room you're in, you can open your eyes. Welcome back. So now as you recall the situation from earlier that was causing the emotional distress, I want you to rate it again from a 1 to 10. Where are you at now? So if this one helped you, and you might want to save this video so that you can go back to it whenever this situation or whenever an emotional response that just is looping and is really intense and you need this relief. That way you can come back to this video, or if you would like a free audio version of this that you can download to your phone so that you don't need internet to access it, I'm going to leave a link in the description to the free audio version for you, so you can download it and always have access to this. And if this helped you at all, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel, maybe like the video. I am going to be posting more meditations and more tools and tips to help cope with this. And if you are also somebody who has experienced really emotionally abusive relationships, and you realize that some of what you're feeling, or maybe everything that you're feeling, is really linked to that, or you're feeling like you're stuck kind of in that survival mode loop, and the feelings and emotional responses are from survival mode, or maybe you don't even know if you're in survival mode, I'm going to put up a video here for you that I made specifically on survival mode. There's probably going to be another one on survival mode that I'm going to be posting later, but check this one out. This one might help you as well. And I also wrote a book specifically for people coming out of emotionally and verbally abusive relationships. So I'll link that down below. It's a pay what you can on a sliding scale starting at $1.99. So I wanted it to be accessible to everybody. So the link is down in the description for that as well. So thank you for being here. I hope you're feeling a lot better from the start of this video, and I will see you soon.